What's up, everybody? Time to talk a little AFC. Yeah, we got the Michael Vick jersey on because we got to bring the dog mentality out this weekend against the 49ers for the Eagles, but I already did that video, so Kansas City, Cincinnati, what a fucking matchup this should be. I wish Mahomes' ankle was fully fucking healthy for this one. Kansas City, 1.5-point home favorites over Cincinnati Bengals, over under at 48 on this one. Everybody knows the Bengals have won the last 3 against Kansas City, including last year's AFC Championship game. They went on to lose to the Rams in the finals. The Bengals did. Joe Cool. But, man, I'm looking forward. And this is a game I cannot fucking pick a winner. I'm not even on a day-by-day. I'm on an hour-by-hour changing my mind on this fucking game. It's been hard. That's why I put off doing this video until Saturday. It's what, 3 p.m. Saturday right now while I'm doing this AFC Championship game. I did my Eagles one on Friday, so let's put it that way. I had my research done Thursday, and I've been putting this off because I keep flip-flopping. Every time I look at something new, hear something new, watch something new. I've rewatched last year's championship game between these two teams. I rewatched last year's Super Bowl. I've rewatched so much shit over the course of this week leading up to this. It's been football on my TV most of the time. Well, except between like 7 and 1 a.m. Eastern time. Then it's like NHL, NBA, and all the other shit that's going on. NC2A basketball, shit like that. Because I'm just a sports geek, or I've got Sky Sports on and I'm watching fucking Premier League or whatever soccer, or I'm watching cricket. I love the IPL. I'm a big Super Kings fan. I love watching my Australian rugby, my Australian rules football so I'm on like, what is it, Fox 705 Australia or whatever the fuck it is and all that shit, man. So I'm always watching something, but it's been a lot more football than usual this last week. Anyways, on to the game. Cincy are 5-1 against spread versus Kansas City. Home team's 4-1 against spread. Unders 5-1 in Kansas City's Kansas City the last 5 times these two teams have played. Unders 9-3 the last 12 meetings. Bengals are 13-2-1 against spread versus teams with winning records. Cincy are 6-1-1 against spread their last 8 January games. Bengals are 5-1-1 against spread their last 7 playoff games. Cincy are 19-6-1 against spread versus AFC teams. Bengals are 22-8 against spread in road games versus teams with winning records. Chiefs are 9-24-1 against spread versus AFC teams. KC are 2-8-1 against spread their last 11 overall. Chiefs are 1-8-1 against spread the last 10 home games, Under is 9-1 in Cincy's last 10 playoff games. Under is 13-3-1 in Cincy's last 17 games versus AFC opponents. Under is 12-3 in Cincy's last 15 games played in January. Under is 6-1 in Kansas City's last 7 home games. Last 3 times, like I said, these two teams, field goal exactly by Cincinnati. I know they were trailing in at least 2 of those games. I can't fucking remember if they were trailing in all 3. I want to say yes, but I know it was 2 for sure, so I'll leave it at that. Kansas City's defense actually ranked 2nd in sacks this year. And a key stat, I know I wrote it down, but I believe Bengals are 4-0 or something like that when Burrow sacked less than 5 times, or they're undefeated when he's sacked less than 5 times, and they're horrible when he gets sacked 5 or more. Bengals are, here it is. Bengals are 0-3 when Burrow's sacked 5+ times, since he are 14-1 when he's sacked less than 5 times. Huge difference there. Kansas City's defense, they gotta apply those sacks and hope for the best in this one. Home teams, like I said in my NFC video, home teams are 7-2 in the last 9 AFC Conference Championship games. Burrow is 3-0 versus KC, 3-0 versus Mahomes, 7-0 in January, and 3-0 in road playoff games. So he's pretty much Mr. fucking perfect right now as far as that goes when it comes to Kansas City and the playoffs on the road. Bengals have won 10 straight. If I'll repeat this from my other video too, in case you only watch one. Cincinnati, if they win, and San Fran, if they win, that would be the first time in NFL history, I believe, that 2 teams with 10+ game winning streaks will face each other in the Super Bowl. If the Bengals win, that'll be 11 in a row, I believe. San Fran wins, that'll be 13 in a row. That's just a crazy number. It won't happen, though, because 49ers will not win tomorrow. Uh, I'm really confident, eh? Cincy's D ranked second in the NFL in the fewest fourth quarter points allowed, so they really step it up in the fourth quarter on defense. Mahomes, Cincy's O-line, these are all the big question marks of the game. Kelsey, is he a little banged up now? Some reports were creeping out. Joe Burrow, Joe Cool, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins. Like, Cincy, the key for them to me, Cincinnati needs to have a balanced offensive attack. When the Bengals are rolling good, they're running the ball and passing the ball, getting them play action hits to Jamar T. Higgins deep down the field, etc. That is the key to their offense rolling smooth. When they become one-dimensional, that's when they really falter. That's when they've suffered their losses. And can Kansas City hold them to it? These two teams always play tight. They're knowing each other now, playing 3 times in a year, basically a year's time, 300 and something days anyways. So I think these are becoming almost like division rivals, but I don't want to call it a rivalry because both teams have to win at least once for it to become a rivalry, right? Like, only one of these teams and fan bases really looks at this as a rivalry, right? I think so. I don't think both teams look at this as a rivalry quite yet. I think Andy Reid might surprise people and actually pound the rock a lot in this game. Run the ball, get behind Pachenko and in the backfield and McKinnon, sorry. I was trying to remember his name as I was continuing to talk. Not always a good thing. I am not Harry Mack. I'm not good at that. I'm not quick at that. So whatever, shout out to Harry Mack. Fucking love that dude's videos. Love them freestyles, that old school vibe. Fucking dude's phenomenal. Just hype, man. You guys haven't checked out Harry Mack. I'm going to plug him a bit because I do like him a lot. Harry Mack, if you like freestyle rap off the top of the head, fucking dude's the best I've ever heard. I never thought I'd say anyone, like, I'm a huge KRS-One guy, Boogie Down Productions from back in the day. Give you a little insight into me and how far back I go. So Harry Mack, phenomenal freestyles. Anyways, back to the game. Like I said, I keep flip-flopping. Everything tells me Cincinnati will win this game. Everybody seems to think Cincinnati will win this game, so that makes me want to pick Kansas City. And I don't really have anything to back that up. I can't decide on this game who to go with. I think Mahomes. I think that Kansas City, just too many question marks with them right now. Man, this is probably going to bite me, but I'm going to roll with the Bengals to win by a field goal again for the 4th time in a row over Kansas City. Another comeback, another Joe Cool in the Super Bowl. I would love to see Jason Kelsey versus Travis Kelsey in the Super Bowl. Andy Reid playing the Eagles. So many good storylines with that one. But anyways, no matter who makes the Super Bowl, you're going to get good games because these are the 4 best teams in the NFL. And I had some stats written down just to show you. I forgot to mention them in my last video, but here we go. San Fran, Cincy, and Philly all rank in the top 7 in points allowed per game this year. San Fran, Philly, and KC all rank in the top 10 or 11 in total yards allowed per game. Kansas City, they're either 10th or 11th. I can't remember which one. Philly and San Fran, they're number 1 and 2, or 1 and 3, or something like that. San Fran, 30 takeaways on the year. I believe that was tied for 2nd. The Eagles tied for 3rd or 4th with 27 takeaways. The reason why they're San Fran 1st in takeaway ratio. Philly was 3rd in takeaway ratio. That should have been a lot higher, except when Gardner Minshew played, they had a lot of turnovers, and they didn't take the ball away in them games, as they had a lot of injuries during that little stretch as well. It wasn't only Hurts. Philly's 2nd in pressures, 1st in sacks. Like I said, that should be the difference in the Philly game. Kansas City, Cincinnati. I'm going to roll with, yeah, I got to stick with Cincinnati. It's hard to bet against Mahomes. And no, this will not make Burrow a better fucking quarterback than Mahomes if Cincy beats Kansas City. Anyways, Cincinnati wins by a field goal. I might change my mind tomorrow. I'm probably going to bet this game both ways because I'll do in-game. I'll probably jump on the dog right now. Hopefully Cincy scores and I can get KC as a dog. And then I'll keep on sort of playing and try to come out on that game the best I can. Peace.